What's up guys, my name is Ace, and today we're going to be prestiging in Black Ops 4, and I'm going to walk you through and show you guys exactly what happens when you prestige. Now I know some other YouTubers have already covered this video, they got the game early. I didn't actually manage to get my hands on the game early this time around, so I'm a bit late on this one, but I realized not all of you guys are subscribed to other YouTubers, so I still wanted to cover this topic, and I had planned to do it from the beginning anyways. So let's hop right into this. First up, I guess I can show you my stats a little bit before I prestige here. Keep in mind, throughout this prestige, I didn't use any double XP whatsoever. This is 100% with regular XP. And as you can see, it took quite a long time to get through the first prestige, and this was 13.5 hours. It won't take quite as long to get through prestiges after that, and I'll talk about why that is in a little bit once we actually go through and prestige. But overall, I'd say I'm fairly happy with how I've been playing so far. I've got some half-decent stats, I guess. I don't really play for stats, but it is always nice to look at them and reflect. I did manage to get one nuclear throughout this first prestige, and I hope there's many more of those to come in the future. So let's hop into it. If you guys are wondering how you prestige, all you have to do is press start, go to your progress and unlocks, and from there on the top right, if you move your cursor over there, you'll be able to prestige by hitting that button. Now, when we walk through it here, keep in mind there is no second prompt telling you, are you sure you want to prestige? Once you hit that, you will be prestiging right away. There's no going back. There's no backing out from that. And when you hit it, there you go. We now enter Prestige 1, which means we start back at level 1, just like with every Call of Duty game in the past. Everything we previously unlocked is now locked again, and we have to start ranking up and unlocking again. Although, if you have used a permanent unlock token, then you will keep that item. So last Prestige, I actually unlocked the SOG 9mm, and with this Prestige, I think I want to unlock the Maddox. So for those of you guys that don't know how to unlock those, all you have to do is scroll through your ranks and your progress here and then find the item that you want and which rank that it's unlocked. I think this is a really handy system actually that helps you keep track of like when you unlock things, and then you just select that item and use your permanent unlock token on it. So when you prestige, at least for Prestige 1, you get this Prestige 1 badge next to your name, and that will change as you go through each one of the prestiges. You also get this calling card for Prestige 1. You get a permanent unlock token, so you can permanently unlock any one of the items, which is really handy because you're about to reset your level back to level 1, so it's nice to get that permanent unlock token so you can select one single item to have permanently unlocked. I've already made a video talking about what I feel are the top 5 items to permanently unlock. I will leave that link down below if you guys want to check that out after this video. But of course, if you're looking for an overview, I would definitely recommend something that's unlocked later in a prestige rather than earlier for obvious reasons. And finally, you get an extra create a class slot. So you start off with 6 when you first get into the game. Once you hit Prestige 1, you get 7. And then presumably after every prestige, you will get another create a class slot. And this is just really handy, especially as you go on, because I feel it allows me to create some classes that I may not use too often, but I really like to have in my back pocket just ready to go, just in case there's a situation that arises where I want to use some silly sort of class setup. I've got it there and I can use it whenever I need to. Now, another thing that you gain access to that's not so clear when you initially prestige is prestige challenges. If you go over to your challenges tab, you can see that you have all the prestige challenges there. And all of these prestige challenges are relating to things like attachments and operator mods and perks and specialists. There's a ton of different challenges that you open up once you prestige, and this is going to help you fly through the next prestiges a lot easier than the first prestige. So I would say the number 1 prestige is going to take you the longest. It's the hardest grind by far. Once you prestige after that though, and you unlock these challenges, these add up pretty quickly when it comes to XP just by playing the game and mixing it up and using some variety. And from here on out, it should be much, much faster going through each of the other prestiges. Now, aside from that, there's nothing else that you get from prestiging, as far as I can see at least. One thing I did want to point out is there is the ability to hit the fresh start if you wanted to do that. So this actually resets everything as if you had just bought the game. So your stats will be completely wiped. Everything will be 100% wiped, and you'll be back at level 1 with no prestige at all. But according to what I've heard, apparently there is no Dark Ops challenge for doing this fresh start this time around. That's something that a lot of people have been wondering. Those Dark Ops challenges are the types of challenges that are hidden, and you only get to see them once you unlock them. And in the past, that has been a Dark Ops challenge where you have to do a fresh restart at some point. So if you really were trying to complete everything, then you would typically hit Prestige 1, and then you'd want to do a fresh start, and then go back through again, because then you get that calling card. In this game, according to the sources that I've seen at least, this is not a Dark Ops challenge, so you don't have to fresh start if you don't want to, even if you're a completionist. But with that, that's pretty much everything you get by hitting Prestige 1 at least. Perhaps there's something different for further prestiges as you keep going, but it looks to be pretty basic this time around, and pretty much exactly what we would expect from a Call of Duty game. You get your calling card, you get your new badge next to your name, you reset yourself back to level 1, and you get an extra create a class slot. That's pretty much it. Of course, I'd like to know in the comment section below, where are you guys at right now in your prestiges? Have you already prestiged, or are you grinding your way up to that first prestige? If you enjoyed the video, a like rating is always appreciated, and don't forget to subscribe for more if you haven't already. I'll talk to you guys next time.
Yeah.